I want to touch base on something a friend of mine said. She said, everybody wants to be a preacher and nobody wants to be a servant. I can't explain how much I want to be a servant. I believe in order to be a preacher, you first must be a servant to God, a servant to others, a servant to your community, a servant within your family. We must learn to serve others. We have to put others before ourselves quite often before we can even begin to know what their personal needs are so that we could give them the word according to God. If we don't study people and learn how to find what they need before they tell us what it is that they need, what kind of minister would you be? What kind of preacher would you be? You would be a preacher that constantly speaks a word that nobody can grasp onto. It reminded me of a story when I was a little girl. Me and my cousins, we used to play school all the time. Every day after school, we rushed home and we played school. And the younger cousins always took turns being the student and the teacher, the student and the teacher. But my one cousin, she had to be the teacher every time. So she got out of school later than we did. And when she got home, she would take over and we would all jump back away from the chalkboard that she had in her bedroom. And we would let her be the teacher every single day. And that was okay because she was older and she was wiser and she was really a good teacher. We knew when to step forward and when to step back. And we need to do the same thing in life every day. And from moment to moment, from crowd to crowd, from friend to friend, family member to family member, excuse me, we must know when to step forward and be the leader and when to step back and say, okay, it's my turn to learn something. Because we're not always going to be the teacher in every scenario. And some people we just can't learn from, while others we have a lot to learn from. So you need to decipher what the difference is immediately upon entering each situation of life. Know your role and assume the position.